All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to DIY DieCast. My name is Joe, and I'm gonna do just a little shorter, much shorter video, hopefully, of something that I don't do very often. I try very hard not to do this. I see a lot of other YouTube diecast content creators doing it. Kind of makes me cringe, and I hate that I've reduced myself to this level. But yes, I'm going to do a short rant video, okay? Because something happened today, and it made me very, very upset. Oh, makes me upset when this happens. Especially because it happens way too much. It happens all the time. And when I get mad, darn dilly darn it, I'll throw out all the broccoli in the freezer. I don't care. This has happened way too often. What I'm talking about is in this bag. And we got to find a way to put an end to this. Anyway, I'm going to get behind the camera now, point you down at the table, and show you what I'm talking about. Hang tight. All right, everybody. This is what I'm talking about. Everything I'm talking about is in this bag right here. I've been shopping out today. I've been several places. It's not Dollar Tree that I'm upset with. I want to make that clear. Everything that I bought today I put in this bag because I only ended up with one bag and bought stuff from several different places. But anyway, let's go through this bag and we'll get to the item. Out of everything that I bought today, there's one item in here that, boy, okay, we'll get to it. Okay, so what is in the bag? Let's see. Okay, that's the last one I want to pull out. Hey, look what I found. I was at the Dollar General and I picked up the King Cuda. I heard the Q case is out. Went looking for those cars. They ain't got them at the Dollar General or the Dollar Tree yet, but they got some old cases still revolving through the pegs. And there is the King Cuda. Finally got my hands on that. Pretty cool. I'm not mad at that. Okay, next up. Found this totally awesome 2023 Toyota GR Supra. Okay, fantastic details. Great job, Matchbox. Can't get enough Supras, right? Nope, that's not what I'm mad about. Let's keep going here. Whoa! Have you guys seen this yet? Dang, that is the 66 Buick Riviera. Definitely cannot wait to chop the suspension up on this guy and put a full hydraulic suspension on it. Anytime I get one of these classic big body two-door cars, can't help myself, I gotta put the hydraulics on them. That's fantastic. So that's not the issue either. Man, I'm so happy I found that. You know what? Looking at these has got me getting happy. I'm supposed to be mad. I gotta get back on track here, whatnot. Daggone it. Alright, yeah, and I bought, this is everything I bought today. I bought 2 things of tape. That's not the problem either. I ship a lot of stuff. I'm not mad at that. Let's see. I did get a Zero, Mountain Dew Zero, sugar-free. Absolutely delicious and tasty. Not mad at that either. We got one thing left in this bag, though, and it's got to be it. Okay? And there it is, folks. There it is. This is what's got my blood boiling. There it is. Do you know what this is? Okay, and look at that price tag on there. That, yes, you're seeing that right. That's $1.25 for the 7-Eleven Toyota Supra Hot Wheels 7-Eleven Speedway exclusive. Okay, let's talk about this right here. This is a problem. Alright, here I come. Alright. So here's the problem with the Hot Wheels 7-Eleven special release there. Okay. Earlier this year, these started much hype about these started being raised. They started showing up at 7-Elevens and Speedways by the handfuls. I'm talking about they must have got one case that maybe had a dozen in them, and they were really, really hard to find. They really were. When I heard they were out, I was like everyone else. I ran to the gas stations, multiple ones, could not find them anywhere, okay? Now you watch YouTube around this same time, and you can even go back right now, and there are still some of these videos still posted up there, I guarantee you. of scalpers. You know that there are some YouTube diecast content creators that are scalpers, right? They were putting out videos of themselves going to hunt for these as well. And when they did run across a gas station that they found that had any of them, they bought them all, of course, because that's what scalpers do. Okay, now I get comments all the time on my channel. Joe, what are we going to do about the scalpers and stealing thieves, and they run up the prices, everything, and when I go to buy my treasure hunts, I got to go on eBay and pay $50 to $100 a piece for them or whatnot. And largely, I try to find a respectfully way to answer that question, telling them I don't care, because I don't buy treasure hunts, and that's one of the biggest reasons why. I'm not going to support the whole scalper thing or whatnot. To me, they're just wheel swapped, real rider wheel swapped, real rubber tire wheel swaps done on the cars that Hot Wheels likes. If you went through my video library, I do all kinds of wheel swaps on a weekly basis, and I put them on the cars that I like. So I don't go out there and burn my money on these treasure hunts or whatever. If you do, that's fine. But to answer the question, what are we going to do about it? You know, a long time ago, I guess at some point, I looked in the mirror and I said, hey, I'm the problem here. Anytime I buy something and pay too much money for it, I'm the problem, not the people who are selling it. People are going to sell stuff for whatever they can get out of it. I mean, that you can't even be mad at that, really. But the hype that was created over this thing when it was first released, the scalpers would have you to believe in their videos that unless you went on eBay and found their stores or whatever and bought these, you were never going to get your hands on one. I seen these things sell for as much as $50 a piece. That was the asking price on them. Lord, I hope nobody paid that for it. But I know that a lot of them were selling for like 3 for $30 or whatever. $10 a piece with free shipping or whatever. Yeah. Okay, I just got back from the Speedway. I threw this in the Dollar Tree bag. But I just got back from Speedway, and they got a whole bin of these things for $1.25 now on sale. $1.25. And they had a plenty of them, okay? So if you paid $50 for this thing and put it in a glass case, you could have got 40 of them today at Speedway. My frustration is that next time you get a hankering to overpay for diecast, even if you feel like you're getting ready to, grab a candy bar or something else. You know, when your hand goes to reach for it, just do something else, anything else, please. Patience is the key. I've said this time and time in a lot of different videos, especially with the treasure hunts. If you want to collect them and you still want to buy them, that's fine, but give them some time, okay? It just took some time for Hot Wheels to start releasing these in full effect. Now they're out there flooding the stores. They've marked them down to $1.25 to blow them out because they're not in the diecast business even. And the same thing happens with treasure hunts. If you can get on a rotation of buying your treasure hunts about 3 years behind, the scalpers are literally blowing out their inventory after about 3 years of holding on to them, and they can't get the premium prices for them anymore. The prices always come down. And if everyone will do this, this is the most you can do by voting with your dollar to control the prices of some of these cars that the scalpers are scalping. I hate to see people get taken advantage of. I hate for there to be a false hype created implying that cars that are not limited edition at all, there's millions of these out there, I promise you, they're creating a hype like they're super limited edition. If you don't buy them now at our price here, you're never going to get your hands on one. Let this be yet another lesson. And I don't want to have to drop a video every time this happens, because it happens all the time. But folks, this is perhaps the only thing we can do about it, is be a little bit patient, and I promise you, reality will set back in. All right, thanks for listening to my little rant. If you liked it or didn't like it, go ahead and vote, and subscribe if you would. It always helps. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.